Double-digit thousand sacks.
Yo, what is going on, guys? Your boy Russ back again with some more Madden 18 Ultimate Team, and today you guys can see it on the screen. We got Michael Vick. Well, I mean, we got the 84 discount budget version for poor bitches, but oh well. You know what? My bad. I did not mean to make that sound bad for anybody that does have this card, but you know what? Michael Vick came out yesterday, man, and you guys already know. I wanted to get you guys some gameplay, but I couldn't. I could not get you guys Michael Vick gameplay with the 93 overall because he is a metric shit ton of coins, and there's no way I'm going to be able to get that card. So for today, we do have a quick gameplay review on the 84 overall 16K budget QB Mike Vick. Now, this card surprised the fuck out of me, man. This card played... Honestly, he played awesome, bro. Like, I'm not sure how many people are going to watch this video. If you guys are, shout out to you. Because it is, like, it's a gameplay review that you guys usually like, but it is on a 84 overall set version of a card. So I'm not really sure how much, you know, you guys, like, how many of you guys are actually going to go out there and pick up a Mike Vick after this. But I can say that Mike Vick played pretty damn well. Honestly, for even being a lefty QB, I did not notice much as right there Champ Bailey gets us an interception on our first defensive drive. So you guys see we start on offense. A quick throw to Zach Ertz. I mean, that was easy. That was Mike Vick pretty much throwing across his body. One thing I did notice about Mike Vick was that his release seemed kind of slow. I think it was because I think most people are used to rolling out to the right. So with a left-handed quarterback, of course, the release is going to be slower. When I did roll out to the left, though, I still felt like it was a little bit slower, which doesn't make sense because Vick had a cannon, as right there we take off for the first time. But man, I don't know. His release seemed a little bit slower than it should have been, but maybe that was just like game lag or something like that, or just the game speed or whatever. But Mike Vick, he played pretty well, man. I mean, he hit open receivers. That's what I can say. He hit open receivers, as right there we hit an open receiver for a touchdown. Jamizo Awali. That was an easy touchdown to put us up 7-0 in the first quarter. This guy does have Jerome Bettis, so be sure to watch out for that. But yeah, Mike Vick, obviously his strength is going to be running the ball as this guy throws a Stevie Reed into triple coverage as Earl Thomas ends up coming up with the interception in the beginning of the second quarter now. So, like I was saying, obviously Vick's biggest strength is going to be his running, but he can't hold on to the ball very well either. It's right there. He gets completely destroyed, and the ball is picked up by DeMarcus Ware. So, or that may have been the hit stick by DeMarcus Ware. I don't know. Mike Vick, obviously, the biggest thing with him is his fumbling is going to be a problem. His carrying has never been good in Madden. He's always had fumble issues, so be sure to get down with Mike Vick. Other than that, he's pretty good accuracy-wise. Not really, I mean, I wouldn't say that if you play this card every game, he's going to make every single throw. He does have pretty bad throw accuracy, so I would not sit back in the pocket and plan to just sit there and throw 20 passes a game and expect to, you know, complete at least 15 of them. You know, you're going to need yourself like a Tom Brady or something for that, you know, like Matthew Stafford, maybe even Cam Newton. But I mean, I think Mike Vick is kind of a luxury item. Like the 84 overall is kind of just a guy that you have on your team. Maybe as a backup, maybe as a starter, but he's pretty good, man. You guys can see, I mean, he's throwing dots. I mean, he's just continuing to make plays. He's 5 for 5 right now, man. He did not miss a throw early in this game. Is right here. We're rolling out to the right. You guys can see how awkward it is when you roll out to the right with a left-handed QB. It's a lot different than when a right-handed QB rolls out to the left. The left-handed QB spins all the way around, and it really fucks you up. Like I tried to get used to rolling out to the right, but I had to find myself flipping plays to be able to throw it correctly, you know, with Vick being left-handed and all. Right there, we do end up running on like 3rd and long, just try to get into field goal range, and sure enough, we do. We actually get close to a first down. You know, from like 2nd and 20 to like 3rd and 7. That was actually Chris Carson that ran that. Pretty crazy. I think I accidentally have him as my 3rd down back. I usually just have him in there to sub in sometimes because he does have like 66 carrying. But anyway, that's besides the point. Up 10-0, 3rd and 21. This dude does find Jerome Bettis, and Jerome Bettis, damn, he busts through a couple of people and gets himself pretty close to a first down. 4th and 5, this dude does actually decide to go for it. Kind of surprising, but I did not play the flats, so I mean, that was a pretty good play by him. To try to get the first down right there. So 1st and 10 again, and he's trying to throw, and he's getting sacked, and he's fumbling, and of course, we don't recover it again, because we never recover fumbles, it seems like. Or maybe it just seems like, or it seems that way because it happens a lot. There's a lot of fumbles, and it doesn't seem like your team rarely ever gets them. But anyway, that's how we go into half, up 10-0. So going into the second half, I wasn't really sure what I wanted to do with the Mike Vick. I already felt like I knew what the card was about. I mean, it's basically like this card is for running the ball, 82 speed. You're going to be able to run with your QB, maybe sub him in, maybe use him as like a wildcat QB, but even at that point, I mean, you have the 75 Vick that has terrible, terrible, terrible accuracy, but has more speed than this 84 Mike Vick. So is this 84 Mike Vick even worth it to pick up and maybe try out? I would say maybe if you're interested in the card, but honestly, like, this card doesn't play fantastic. He has good speed, but that's pretty much it. You know, any other speed quarterback could do what he's doing right now. His accuracy, like I said, is pretty garbo. It's not really that good. He has played really well in this game, but I'm going to have to say it how it is. I'm sure that if this card plays, you know, if you play 5-6 games in a row with this card, is right here, he rushes for a 14-yard touchdown. Man, I'm talking so much shit about him, and he's killing it right now. And I'm like talking too much. I'm not taking breaths, but breaths. Not breasts, whatever. 1st and 10, this dude does end up hitting his receiver for an easy touchdown because I fucked up and I tried to go for the pick. And when you go for a pick in Madden 18, it is a death sentence. But like I was saying about Mike Vick, man, the accuracy is going to be pretty terrible on this card. I mean, like I said, I think I got kind of, I don't know if I said this or not. I feel like I got lucky in this gameplay, you know, showing you guys him playing as good as he did, especially outside the pocket. You know, you guys can see me just taking off, and he's outrunning everybody, man. Nobody's really catching him. 6 rushes for 125 yards and a touchdown, just insane. But right there, you guys can see rolling out to the right, whereas that's usually where most people roll out anyways, to the right. You know, that's just their automatic rollout, and Vick he can't get rid of the ball when he's throwing, you know, rolling out to his right. Not sure why. I mean, obviously you're left-handed, so you're throwing like really across your body. But yeah, Vick being left-handed definitely fucked me up a little bit. And his accuracy, like I said, pretty questionable. Speed is good, but overall, I think this is a pretty average QB. And honestly, you could probably find somebody better. But the only thing is, Vick is a very coveted player, and this one's cheap. So maybe if you just want to use Michael Vick, then there you go, right there. Mike Vick throws his first interception of the game. We did kind of, you know, tail off with Mike Vick throwing the ball. You know, we started off 5 for 5, and I think like right now we're 5 for 9 with an interception or some shit. So, you know, we haven't really done that great in the second half passing the ball, but we've done great running the ball. So up right now by 10. I'm not really worried at this point. You know, I felt like at this point this guy was starting to move the ball, but I felt like it was too little too late. And also, I thought that something crazy was going to happen. And sure enough, it did. And we forced a fumble. Or I thought a pick or a turnover or something would happen. And sure enough, Dontari Poe does force the fumble on Jerome Bettis, too. But if you guys saw, Jerome Bettis did run the ball like 4 times earlier in that drive. So he probably was pretty tired. Dontari Poe. I said Mike Singletary because he just sacked Vick. But Dontari Poe, you know, he's going to be able to lay the wood on somebody if they're tired. 3rd and 27. We rushed for 30. I don't know how the fuck that happened. 7 rushes for 154 yards for Vick is right there. We thread the needle. I don't know why, but this guy was literally sending everybody and not putting many people in coverage. I couldn't get the ball off. And if I did, it was weak. It seemed like it was into coverage every time. I don't know how the fuck this guy ran that defense so well, but eventually we start, you know, moving the ball, mainly because I was trying to throw downfield and I was trying to run with Vick. Then I just started going short. As right there, that should have been a pick. That was a terrible throw by Vick. 10 for 16 with him so far right here. Make it 11 for 17 with another touchdown to Zach Ertz. And that is going to put this game out of reach and ultimately make this guy quit the game. So overall, I think this Mike Vick is a pretty average QB. You know, if you're looking for a budget type guy to go with, maybe a mobile guy, I would recommend him. I think he'd be pretty good for a budget, you know, type team. Maybe a wild card QB, you know, sub him in, but honestly, I wouldn't even say, if you're going to pick this card up to be a backup, don't just put the 75 Vick as your backup if you're just getting him for speed. But other than that, pretty decent card, not bad. Hope you guys enjoyed the gameplay, and as always, the Dangerous Army, I'm out.